Occurred June 20, 2012. 0 location: Indianapolis, Indiana. Shape: circle. Duration: 3 minutes. Characteristics: there were aircraft in the vicinity or aircraft chasing the object. Large orange light on SW side of Indy. Near I-465. I was getting off of I-465 on the south side when I noticed a large orange light in the air. At first I thought it was a plane coming in, since it was near the airport, but I noticed there were no blinking lights. As I continued to watch, the object stopped moving. It seemed to be quite close at this point, within a mile. I watched to make sure it was a helicopter, but it showed no signs of it, and made no noise. As I pulled into my driveway, a tree momentarily blocked my view. When I walked around the tree to get a better view, the light had disappeared. NUFORC note: witness elects to remain totally anonymous, provides no contact information. NUFORC note: date may be flawed. We wonder whether the witness intended a date of June 21st, but we have no means of contacting that person.
Occurred June 20, 2012. 22:24. Location: Indianapolis, Indiana. Shape: light. Duration: 1 minute. Characteristics: there were lights on the object. There was an aura or haze around the object. Red flame flying through the sky. I live in the Geist area of Indianapolis and I work in marketing for a large corporate law firm. I'm not a UFO chaser but did just see something strange in the sky. I was taking out the garbage and off to the south of my house I saw a light that caught my eye. It traveled north for about 1 minute. It was about as high as a low-flying plane and it disappeared before it should have left my sight. It moved very steadily and in a straight line. The only way to describe it is it looked like an emergency road flare flying across the sky. It was red and steady but it flickered a bit and was moving quickly. It went over my street, right above me, then as it went past, it was gone. I've seen flares shot that float to Earth on the little parachutes and it looked exactly like that except it was moving fast and in a forward direction.
Occurred June 21, 2012. 3:24. Location: Indianapolis, Indiana. Shape: light. Duration: 8 minutes. Unexplained star-shaped colored object. Thursday morning, June 21, 3:24 a.m. A friend and I stepped out back to get some fresh air and smoke a cigarette, when we noticed an object in the clear sky that resembled an aircraft with no signal lights appearing to be a star-shaped and colored object straight above us at a 15-degree angle. The object was moving from the south. To the north, the object proceeded to slow down almost to a complete stop. Instantly changed direction and course and vanished at a high speed to the south-southwest. The object had completely disappeared. Moments later, approximately 2 minutes later, the star-shaped colored object reappeared further to the north, then first seen the object moved slowly as if it was a high-altitude plane moving north to south. Upon observing it, the object abruptly changed course direction from north to northeast, continuing to the east and once again completely disappearing in the clear sky. I'm a firm believer in UFOs. My childhood friend on the other and is not, but after witnessing this morning's events, he must acknowledge that what we witnessed we cannot explain. We witnessed the unexplained object abruptly 20 to 30 seconds and was too far and dark to obtain any photos or video. If you have any questions or information, please don't hesitate to contact me back. Thank you.
Occurred the 7th of January 2012. 2100. Location: Indianapolis, Indiana. Shape: sphere. Duration: 6 seconds. Characteristics: there was an aura or haze around the object. There were aircraft in the vicinity or aircraft chasing the object. I was traveling home last night and coming over the last hill before I turned into my neighborhood. There's a fair skyline over an abundance of trees. The orb caught my eye because it seemed to be a shooting star. It illuminated very brightly and was much too close to be one. What struck me more is the abnormal degree of turn it made after traveling very close to an obvious airplane, when suddenly it shot to the ground at a complete 90 degrees angle where it then disappeared. My friend and I, purely in awe, attempted to chase the UFO but could not find anything.
Occurred, the 9th of May 2012, 22:30. Location, Indianapolis, Indiana. Shape, unknown. Duration, 4 seconds. Large falling object that doesn't make a sound. Last night at around 22 to 30 I had been sitting out with my neighbors, 4 of us, having a couple of drinks. I just happened to face north when I saw a large object flash. It was coming down at a very fast rate. For a second I thought it was an airplane because it seemed so large, and we do live near the airport. I exclaimed to my friends to observe the object. I really thought it could be a plane crashing. By the time they turned to face the object, it had already disappeared behind one of the houses. I was scared, and they could tell I was scared. I don't think anyone else saw it. Someone said it could have been a shooting star. I think it was too large to be a shooting star. The object came by and went too fast for me to determine how far away it was. The object looked about the size of an airplane when it is closing in for landing. The flash I saw from it was white in color, but there seemed to be flames coming from behind it as it fell down, also white in color. I never heard a crash or anything of the sort, and part of the reason I got scared was because I was expecting some sort of noise. I was thinking it could have been a meteor or space junk, but I was unsure if those would make a noise since the object I saw seemed so close and large. Bottom line is I don't know what it was and was wondering if anyone else had seen it.
Occurred, September 19, 2012. 2100. Location, Indianapolis, Indiana. Shape, triangle. Duration, 2 to 4 minutes. Characteristics: there were lights on the object. Triangular craft with 2 blue-white strobing lights over Indianapolis. I was traveling home from Muncie, Indiana to Lafayette, Indiana, returning home from work out of town. I had just gotten onto 465W from 69S. I watched a triangular-shaped craft shoot southbound in the sky across 465. The craft moved much faster than an airplane, and even faster than jets I have seen in air shows. It stopped abruptly in the sky over the north side of 465. The craft stayed stationary for at least 2 minutes, until it left my field of vision, in a hurry to get home. The craft had 2 white-blue blinking lights, very similar to the light you see coming from a satellite. This craft obviously was not an airplane, as it was too fast and the lights were blinking in an erratic pattern. The 2 lights were not coordinated in their blinking. I felt compelled to watch the blinking of lights, even though I was driving. After about 2 minutes of watching, I started to feel dizzy and disoriented. This report is being filed 2 days after the fact. Typically I would not mention something like this. However, I can't seem to get this strange blinking or the image of the craft out of my mind.
Occurred, September 30, 2012. 000. Location, Indianapolis, Indiana. Shape, fireball. Duration, 5 minutes. I went outside to smoke and seen multiple fireballs slow moving over Indianapolis towards the east, all in close proximity of each other. There also was plania in area and could tell the difference. Could not get video proof because of phone not working. NUFORC note. Witness elects to remain totally anonymous. Provides no contact information.
Occurred, November 16, 2012. 1925. Location, Indianapolis, SE side, in shape, circle. Duration. What I saw was just a few characteristics. There were lights on the object. Lights went out on something in the sky, and as soon as the last light went out, it literally disappeared before my eyes. My buddy and I were on the highway heading to Martinsville, IN, for drumline practice, and we were in the middle of a funny conversation, and I just glanced up and to the left a little of my windshield and noticed a semicircle of about 6 orange lights. As I thought, what the hell? Each light went out one by one, and my buddy noticed it. By time there were 2 lights left. I think there were lights all the way around it, but they already went out. And I almost hit a car because I was so focused on it. All of a sudden, while I was looking at it, like 3 seconds after the last light went out, it was just gone. That area in the sky wasn't as dark, and there was no sign of it anywhere. My friend saw the exact same thing, and we can't explain it. I've never believed in anything like that until now, and we told people about it and they all think we were tired or crazy, but I know what we saw. I've ever seen something like that in my life, and I can't explain it.